It's time for Gardening Inside Out, a live show offering you plant advice for any space in your life. Introducing your perennial hosts, David Bates and Josh Carey.
It's Saturday morning. It's time for Gardening Inside Out.
It
Coming
is.
to you alive here from the palatial Green Room Studios here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center in beautiful Bates Hollow. It's gorgeous out there this morning.
Well, it is. And of course, we at the nursery are kind of in mid-transition from fall over into the acceptance that the winter's the next month ahead.
Really?
So we've done a lot of cleaning out in the Batestrium area. It might look like, well, where'd all their plants go? Well, they're coming back in. We just got to move the things inside, and the area that is normally reserved for annuals throughout the spring season is now full of other things.
Stuff.
So when you come out, you're going to go, oh, where is everything? Well, just keep walking on back, and it's here. So anyway, welcome in this morning. We're glad to have you along, and we'll discuss weather amongst other things here, and proceed with our program. Today is Saturday, the 6th of December.
Wow.
And we're going to see morning clouds. That's not shocking. We're also going to see afternoon sun, which will be most welcome because we've not seen, a couple of glimpses of old Saul out there. But
Between intermittent flakes.
yeah, and as cold a rain as I ever remember night before last. 35 degrees and rain it's just cold. So anyway, 44-34 for the forecast for today. And tomorrow, well, it's going to be cloudy. So just, not that unusual this time of year. 48-34 on Sunday. Monday, 38-26. Again, AM clouds. We will have sun by afternoon. But it will be brisk, quite chilly in the overnight hours. Tuesday, 47-39 with partly cloudy conditions, which means, what's the difference between partly cloudy and mostly sunny?
Optimism.
I think it's all a matter of how you choose to view it. Wednesday, things do warm up a bit, at least on the high side, 54, 32 for the overnight low. Some showers move back in on Thursday, but not too much. Just a small chance of that. By Friday, we're back into more cool, if not outright cold. It looks like next Saturday we could be looking at teens for the first time for an overnight low. So anyway, as I said at the outset, we are making that transition towards winter, which does not indicate on anybody's gardening efforts that it should be an end or a moratorium to what you're working on in your yard. Let's go to the radar here and look at that. You'll see that there is snow to the north, rain to the south, and we don't have any of that hitting us here, so we're grateful for that. The 6 to 10 day precip outlook. It looks like we're going to be below normal, and right now we're probably okay with that because we'll look at the annual, the year-to-date precip here coming up next. We're at 58.37 inches for the year, so that's a good 18 to 20 inches above our normal. 35 degrees here at Bates Nursery, up in Caroline's World, up in the tropical greenhouse, 57 degrees. So, it's more stable temperature-wise. 37 out in the Batestrium. So, it's undercover. You're not going to have any issues with precipitation. It's just maybe a little chilly. And, again, somewhat devoid of plants.
Not really.
Well, you just got to look a little further.
This facility is so big, though; it spreads them out.
We have plenty of willing participants to direct you back to where what you're looking for is located.
There's
Because
some gorgeous stuff right out in front of the garden center.
yeah, and we've got
There's
a
an
lot
arborvitae
more.
out there. I didn't get to see the label, but
We
it's
got a lot more coming
golden on
in.
top.
I mean,
Oh,
you know, we don't. The thing that we don't do, because we have this indoor facility and the ability to have them all connected together, it gives you a unique wintertime shopping experience.
Yep.
Maybe you just want to get out and walk around and have a chance to think about the time ahead.
Has anybody ever counted the steps that you could possibly make if you made one circumnavigation of
Each aisle, all the
in
way
the
up?
facility, up and
I
down?
don't know. I know that back in the day, this
Uh-huh.
has not been of recent, but back in the day, it was not uncommon for me to clock more than 25 miles
A day.
in many days.
Oh.
Yes. So, but that was then. Now is a different reality.
Uh-huh.
I don't do that many.
Eddie Carlson would never buy me a golf cart to go around the yard.
Well, and we don't
Cheap
have one
rascal.
here for the reasons
Oh.
here is that it's a little dangerous if you ever forget to leave the key on and some kid jumps on it and they go straight to the floor with it.
You were going to get a Segway at one point in time, weren't you? Didn't you take a tumble on a Segway?
Not on a Segway. No, I've taken tumbles on others. But speaking of Segways,
Segways.
why don't we pitch it over here and bring in the rest of our most capable cast? Caroline Gant, Austin Lowen, welcome in, guys. Glad to have you in this morning.
It's good to be here.
We're going to segue over to that. Also, we don't want to fail to mention the man who gets us on the air, even if he's only in here seconds before broadcast.
He was not tardy.
No, he was not. He was here. He was just, he was dealing with a shoe thing. Tyler Blankenship.
Shoo-wee.
Yeah,
Good morning.
yeah. So an unexpected gift was left on the ground, and you
And
managed.
it kept on giving
Yeah, give
to
him.
the bottom of my shoes.
And from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for taking the time to remove that.
Was it a marsupial or was it a canine or?
Unknown.
Oh.
Specimen is still at the lab for analysis. I'll let you know.
Okay, so anyway, welcome in, guys. And so, what you got on your minds this morning? It's that time of year when we've got the Christmas thing going on. We've also got the ramping up. We do actually ramp back up for winter. We've made a lot of space for incoming stock that will arrive, and also the moving. We'll go from being empty in the base trim to empty on the lot. We still have a lot of things on the lot, do we not, Austin?
Gosh, yes.
We just haven't moved those in as yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a busy week doing that. There was a lot of moving of plants, and we got them in their kind of permanent home for the winter. And we got to get all the sun stuff into the base room too, so it's going to be covered up. And yeah, it's just been busy moving stuff. But at the same time, we got 3 trucks in yesterday. A lot of good stuff. We got 100 emerald green arborvitaes from Oregon yesterday. And
So
they
we're
came
stocked
in
right now
picture
for 3
perfect.
days until they're gone.
Until they're gone, yeah. That's still a very hot seller for us. But they're coming in a true 7 to 8 foot tall.
Ooh.
In a 10-gallon container. So they're grown out in Oregon at Isley Nursery, actually. So it's the cream of the crop. When it comes to those, if you're
Best
needing
nursery.
a little screen, if you're needing some corner plantings, and also let's talk about this sale we're doing right now. Like, it is 25% off all plants, minus Japanese maples, but still all plants. Caroline even decorated the room today with the tropical stuff because that stuff's on sale as well. Like,
No way.
yes,
The poinsettias are on sale. Come on, y'all.
everything 25% off, y'all. If you're wanting to do a landscape plan, you're wanting to refresh. Like, first off, great time to be planting stuff. Like, we'll let you know if it's cold sensitive. Okay, we wouldn't let you get out of here with that. But if it's for the most part good to go and ready to plant, it's time to do it now, and you get a quarter off your whole purchase. Like,
It's a lot.
that's a lot.
It's a deal. It's a
It really
steal.
is. And we still have a good amount of stock to choose from. So that's kind of what's been on my brain. I'm like, man, people need to come out and take
Get
advantage
some.
of this.
Well,
Hey,
what's
come
been
out.
on my brain
Yeah.
is getting my Christmas tree, which I'm going to use that 25% off discount for.
There's some pretty ones back there.
Don't ruin it. I got something planned.
Well,
for
I
that.
guess I'll stop talking.
No, you don't have to stop talking. Just don't
kidding.
don't tell them what you're getting. Yeah, I have a thought for the
one I
spot.
picked out?
We'll see. Yeah,
Okay,
we'll get
I don't
there.
remember what it's called, so
I do.
That's good.
I
Yeah,
will.
it's a cool spruce. That's all I'll give you.
I'll let
I
them know.
know, it's exciting.
Sure is.
Well, yeah.
Well, folks could come out and visit, and bring that special someone, and kind of walk around and look around, and then when they go, "Ooh, I like that one," I say,
Yeah.
got an
Take
idea.
notes.
Take notes.
Exactly.
For the people that are watching this show, like they would love a plant for a Christmas gift. Like
Absolutely.
everybody loves plants for Christmas gifts. Even if you don't know where you're going to put it, we all have leftover nursery pots. You could throw it in if you needed to for a while. If you don't know where to put it, or indoor house plants, everybody loves those inside
they
your
do.
house.
And pots to go with them.
Pots to go with it.
Another little gift idea for the, and this is a somewhat shameless plug. Not just for my wife, but for the entire Nashville art community. This is the first Saturday in December Nashville Art Crawl, and I don't have the exact site up that has all that up. Maybe that's it right there.
Nope, that's a hockey.
I just put up a graphic, David, if you want to.
Okay, good.
Discuss.
There we go. Thank you. So it's going on all over West Nashville. Sylvan Park, Richland West End, westnashvilleartcrawl.com. Check it out. And
I am going to check it out.
And if you go into there, it'll tell you the locations of all those, one of which is at my house.
Oh, really?
Hey.
Oh,
Yes,
Free parking?
and free parking.
Wow. Okay.
And I will be there.
So will I.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be there for all of it.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to
check out the neighbors and
I
stuff.
tried to rest well last night and be prepared to get to talk to a lot of people. But I would just tell you, I don't know about the others, but Renee has a lot of great stuff. I don't know how late she worked last night in putting up all of the display areas and all of that.
Sweet.
She also has a commission that she is working on. It's like a 3.5 feet wide by 5 foot tall commission that will wind up being, I think, in Colorado.
Wow.
So anyway, check that out while you're there. Kind of give you an idea of the other things she can do. It's not just all small.
I saw woodwork and pottery and leather goods and
at all the other places around. Yes, there's all the arts are represented. So make sure you check it out, and maybe I'll see you this afternoon. You never know.
You will.
Yeah.
sounds exciting.
It'll be fun.
Sounds very fun.
I was going to try to get the kids to go. And
Did they say no?
And bribe them with dinner.
Nah.
No. No go.
Wow.
No, they said, well, dinner sounds good.
We'll meet you later.
They,
say
you know
no,
what?
you
They're
have to do
just
it
not
all.
at the art phase of life yet. You
Yeah.
know, they'll get there. It's just, I don't know why that art means more as you age than it does when you're young. I guess unless you're a young artist.
Yes.
But and I know some younger artists that are quite talented.
Yes.
So anyway, check it out. All around westnashvilleartcrawl.com.
All right.
Very cool.
Well, y'all ready to get into some
Let's
questions?
do
We're
it.
already
Have
getting
fun.
some live questions in.
Very
Hey.
good.
So the first one comes from Darian. Darian asks,
Hey,
what
Darian.
native perennials do you have that spread? I'm trying to eliminate grass in my conifer Japanese maple garden. Perennials will fill the void.
Yeah, they will. We have tons of native perennials that we sell here that will spread. I'm assuming it's a sunny location. Look at that. Echinacea comes to mind. Monarda comes to mind. Monarda being bee balm
Monarda will
definitely
spread.
spreads.
And we have some cool lower growing ones back there in the sun perennials.
The
Right now.
hypericum is not a native, is it?
I think there is
One
a
of
native.
them is the ground cover, I believe, is not.
Okay.
And then the more shrub one is.
Even though it's not native,
Could be
I do really
switching them.
like those. I mean, they're really good looking plant.
They are. Mine looks great right now. And I got it in a little 2-inch pot back when we had it in the ground covers. And we used to get it in that. And I planted 2. And now it's like a 5x3 area.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, one of the points that you guys frequently make is that you don't have to buy a big pot of perennial. The better value is always in the smaller ones, and the survivability is not different. So you can
Strategically place them and gauge it out.
and then if they get too big, you can dig some out and share with others on a great many things. So anyway,
Yeah.
There's a lot of different natives out there that'll work for that. I didn't know that creeping phlox was a native, but it is.
Yes, creeping phlox is a native.
And that definitely spreads, blooms consistently every
The
spring.
blue moon smells so good.
I
And
love
if you're
that plant.
planting it under some of the Japanese maples, it'll get a little shade. So
It'll be fine.
it'll be fine and happy. Yeah, that one is great. Mine is still kind of up and looking green over the ground. So
Yeah. Darren, come out and shop with us. Come find Bridget. She'll help you out with
She
those.
will.
With
Man,
those
we're glad.
native perennials.
Speaking of Bridget, we're glad to have her back. She's
Yeah.
been out under the weather. She was back yesterday, so great to see her and get to catch up. She had to miss the company Christmas dinner that we had, and a big shout out to Jack's Barbecue on Trinity Lane for having us out. And you know what? I mean, we've done all manner of things. That was as enjoyable, and I mean, it was just very casual, because we do it right after work, so you don't have to really worry that much about changing clothes. Maybe wash your hands, but
Maybe.
we thoroughly enjoyed it. It seemed as though everyone did, and so big shout out to Jack's Barbecue, Jack Cawthon, longtime friend of mine, and we wish him well, his son Jay, and hope for continued good things for them in years ahead.
yeah, it was a fun time.
Yeah.
Somebody in here did get a little dressed up.
I got a little dressed up. You got to. At least a little.
At least a little.
Is that
That's
your?
right.
You said that was one of your 2 times a year where you get seen without a cap on.
Pretty much, yeah. Everyone looks at me without a hat on, and they barely
that?
recognize me.
Who
Yeah.
are you?
They're like, what?
Who's that stranger in here?
But, no,
Well, it's a
it was
nice
good time.
jacket.
Yeah, I did wear a nice jacket. It was
You
fun.
did look very fancy. And
Thanks.
you had
Hi.
kind of a Christmas color plaid shirt underneath that didn't have sleeves, but
Cut off.
we never got to see the
You can
the
only
guns.
go so far.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so much that you put up with. I get it.
So back to the question.
Back to the questions. And our next question comes from Colin on YouTube.
Hey,
Colin's
Col.
already getting in there, getting hot this morning.
Hey, Colin.
Colin says, always wondered, who is Guy Bates? The road is dedicated to him, but y'all only talk about Bessie Bates. Should the road actually be dedicated to Bessie?
Well, as wonderful and as groundbreaking a woman as my grandmother was, and I certainly feel that way. Guy Bates was a councilman, and I think it was then the 1st district in Davidson County, and he also owned the Jolton. If it was a buy right then, a lot of grocery stores changed allegiances over the years. But anyway, he also owned that, and he was the 1st district councilman. And I think it's predominantly, matter of fact, the last time I saw him was when they dedicated a sign to him. And
That's been that way for 10 or 15
well,
years.
yeah, the sign was, I was going to guess it maybe 20 years ago. I always tend to underestimate span of time, but Mr. and Mrs. Bates were wonderful folks. I always called Mrs. Bates cuz, even though we were not related at all. And we are perhaps distantly related. I mean, I think our families all came from Hickman County, so there is some connection on back in there in the tree. But nope, he was that was his predominant thing. That's what I think helped him to gain that recognition. But we'd happily accept a 2nd level sponsorship for my
the
grandmother.
outbound or the inbound lane? Yeah.
Either probably
Bessie's Byway.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
There you go.
Bessie's We're going to start a thing now.
There we go.
That sounds
Well,
great.
you never know.
And then Colin has yet another question. Colin, I love it. Keep them rolling in.
Hey, Colin.
Colin says, are we getting pictures from the party? What did Austin dress up as, which we already mentioned? And did Tyler wear the sequin tablecloth? Clearly, Colin listened to the podcast intro where we talked about what we were all going to wear to the Christmas party.
All right. I've got a graphic.
Oh, Tyler. Why would you throw that up?
That's the only one I took of you.
That's an awful picture. That's after dinner.
Hey, he was.
I
Hey,
was dead at that point.
you
Tyler.
were looking relaxed.
Yeah.
Is that Luigi in the overall?
That's
Mario
Dan.
Bros?
He's in his holiday overalls.
Dan was incredibly dressed as well. They had peppermints and mistletoe
Looks
on
like-
them.
Looks
Reindeer.
like Debbie from the greenhouse standing there.
Yep.
Debbie. Sarah Bates
Sarah
is in
Bates.
there.
I see Callie, the
Yep.
back of Callie's head right there. Shout out to Callie.
Yep.
Love you.
That's So that's Casual Kev.
I can't believe that's the only picture you got,
I'm
Tyler.
so sorry. I was enjoying food and good times. Okay?
You know what? But for the purposes of this program,
It's great.
it is perfect.
It's perfect. Yep.
I mean, I was the same way. I just happened to be behind the camera.
Yeah. Thanks.
But-
you didn't snap a picture of yourself, I noticed.
You need to answer Colin's question. Did you wear the sequin tablecloth?
No.
Okay, so there it is. He did not.
I have to
There it is.
apologize, Colin. I didn't wear it. But it sounded fun, didn't it?
Yeah.
It sounded like a good
I
time.
wore a button down that looked like static.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
like
true. You wore a
gray.
TV shirt.
Yeah,
and I sat
TV
across
shirt.
from you, and it was like watching TV.
Caroline wore checkerboard pants.
I did wear checkerboard pants. I wore the pants that I said I was going to wear on the
She
podcast.
she didn't start out the day in those.
I didn't. I put on some fancy clothes before I went
in the late
over.
afternoon, I go, you didn't have those on this morning.
What I've done.
Yep. Had to get kind of fancy.
Blink of
for
an
it.
eye.
That's right.
Oh, look how handsome you are without that hat, says Carol. Ah,
Oh, no, I'm embarrassed.
Well, while you're embarrassed, I think it's time to get into something.
Also, nobody knew that his plaid shirt had cut off sleeves.
That's
It
the
was
kicker.
underneath.
Yes, underneath it was cut off sleeves.
He was able to
Flannel.
not telegraph that part of it.
I showed
Your
a
wig
few
was
people.
also in the building, but
It was in the building.
Never went on your
Never
head.
made it. No.
I had a follically challenged uncle that used to say, grass won't grow on a busy street.
I'll take it.
Well, you up to something?
Well,
I'll take it.
yeah, well, and Austin and I both resemble that remark.
Yep.
But let's take a little segue away from that. It's not away from growing things. Actually, it's all about growing
Yes,
things.
it is.
And that means we're talking about Earth Mix garden products. And no matter what you're talking about, when you're talking Earth Mix garden products, you're talking about locally produced right here in Nashville, Tennessee, sustainably produced, and 100% organic. And we're always working towards making the product and the lineup that's available the very best. We actually have a new product, which we don't have ready to offer yet, but we're in the code name Foundation.
Uh-oh.
So, so we've got to do.
That's the working title.
It might actually stick.
Oh,
I've
okay.
gotten positive feedback on it.
Okay.
So, but no matter what soil or amendment or mulch you're using, you can be assured that you're getting the very best things for your plants, and it will add benefit to your gardening. Matter of fact, it'll add great benefit. People who use products such as Earth Mix Landscape or Supernatural, those both significantly add to the quality of your soil, the friability, reduce compaction, and because of the natural components that are added to it, endo and ectomycorrhiza
My
fungi,
favorite stuff.
humic acid,
Uh-huh.
these things give in a greater abundance what Mother Nature provides on their own. So no matter which product you choose, you're going to get the best if you choose Earth Mix. Now, Earth Mix is available all over the Southeast here in Tennessee, Kentucky, Northern Alabama, also way out west at Rocky Mountain Trees and Landscaping. We're always glad to have them as a part of our network here. There's Millstone down in Memphis. No matter where you go, just go to earthmix.net and you can click on the map here and put your address in for turn-by-turn directions for the location nearest you. And it will be coming to many more, I predict, in the coming year
Yes.
because of the great efforts of Gabrielle Rotup, who is our Earth Mix brand representative, and she's our direct public outreach. Now, Tyler does the marketing on the behind-the-scenes side of it. Well, not totally behind the scenes. You're going to be at the food market. Is that not
That's
right?
right. That's right. Today at Tribeca Community Church, I will be manning the Earth Mix table again. And love to see people out there. If you're going to the Tennessee Local Food Summit, we love being a big supporter of that. Happening today and also tomorrow. I think you can still register for the conference. I think you might be able to walk in. Just head out if for a good time, and we've got some samples, and also I think I'm going to try and sell some bags of Earth Mix there too.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Tyler, and to all of you for supporting the Earth Mix brand, where we help raise the bar, rightfully so, of expectations and productivity in your gardening. Take the work out of it. And there are 4 things you like to say, Josh, in conjunction with Earth Mix, and what might those be?
Well, the foundation of any happy garden:
Yeah.
sunshine, water, plants, and Earth Mix.
Well, yeah. Success indeed does begin at the ground level when you choose Earth Mix garden products. So thank you for giving us a moment to speak about that and to help take the work out of your gardening efforts. So here we go. What's next?
What is next?
Now we got to speak about
The Hort Report, it's all in his head.
There it is. It's all in my head. What's been in my head this week? That's been
the question going around the nursery. What is in his head?
What is he thinking about right now?
Well, over the past few days, it's been cold weather. We have turned. It has been freezing out here, y'all. It is literally the frozen
which
tundra.
Makes it more cold.
Yes, freezing and wet. Like David said the other night, 35 and rain is absolutely awful. And out here on the lot, y'all, it gets cold. It gets very, very cold. Just, asphalt everywhere. Wind whips through here. So that's kind of been on my mind. So I kind of thought I would talk about some of the trees that are probably the cold hardiest that we sell. And I'm not going to talk about deciduous plants. There's plenty of deciduous trees, maples and such, that are extremely cold hardy. But we're going to talk about those plants that keep their foliage through the wintertime. And I'm mainly talking about trees here. Okay, so what I thought I'd start with is like kind of some of those names of these plants that are, the cold factor is in the name. So let's start with Canadian hemlock. Okay, hemlock, extremely cold hardy.
And you hear Canadian, you naturally think cold.
That's right, Canadian in the name. The hemlock, extremely cold. We sell this as a living Christmas tree as well. We've got, Norway spruce. Where's Norway, Caroline?
Somewhere cold. Cold is far away.
That's right, the Norway spruce. It is in the name, and it is extremely, extremely cold hardy, and that's another living Christmas tree that we sell here. Also, the next one, the Colorado blue spruce. Josh, is it cold in Colorado?
It gets cold in Colorado.
It gets cold in Colorado, okay? There's also dwarf Alberta spruce. That's not in the name, but it is a spruce. Generally speaking, we also have
Alberta, Canada.
Oh, okay, there you go. The weeping white spruce is on there. If there's spruce in the name, people, it is probably going to be extremely cold hardy. We sell all of these here. Dwarf Alberta spruce probably being our most popular potted plant for your front porch. It holds Christmas lights well. So extremely cold hardy. We got eastern white pine. Those are native here. Also, the state tree of Maine. So, eastern white pine, extremely cold hardy. Also, another living Christmas tree that we sell here. Eastern red cedar, nothing in the name there, but that's our Juniperus virginiana. Okay, virginiana generally means like kind of East Coast-ish. It's kind of it can be termed a lot of things. But anyway, that one, very, very cold hardy here. We also sell another one called Juniperus communis, the common juniper.
Communist?
Okay, yeah, not with a T at the end. Communist, as in the common juniper. It's the most common juniper on the whole planet. All right, but it does not live much more south than us, okay? Now, I'm going to get to something in a minute, but here we go. Emerald green arborvitae. Like I said, we got arborvitae just means tree of life. They laugh at the cold, okay? We just got in. They do. All the fresh ones just came in. Green giant arborvitae on the list as well. Lots of different arborvitae options out there. Extremely, extremely cold hardy. Now, the reason that I kind of did this list as well is because I want y'all to know this is the time of year to plant these things, because a lot of these plants, even though they're extremely cold hardy, may not necessarily be all that heat hardy, okay? Colorado blue spruce right off the rip comes to mind, okay?
Yep.
Even the drought tolerance, if you can get arborvitae in, particularly emerald arborvitae in this time of year, you're going to have a lot better success through August, which is when they become, people tend to lose them because they're not well established.
Exactly. And that's where I was going with this, is that we're very wet in the wintertime, okay? And all these plants, like I said, they laugh at the cold over the winter. So we get them in now. We get that full winter to establish a root system, which they're still doing. In the spring, they're obviously growing and still establishing more roots. So therefore, they're going to find more water next summer, like David just said. So that's kind of the reason I went with that.
Didn't mean to steal your thunder.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We're thinking the same things. And then at the end, let's talk about a really cool one. And this one's going to be Caroline's Christmas tree that she could not even remember earlier today, but that's okay because I
could remember it. I couldn't remember the name.
But it's a beautiful, beautiful plant. I like to call it's kind of a beefy weeper. It's not like a tight weeper. It's a nice fat weeper. You like to use a potted Christmas tree every year for your house, and you chose the Gotelli Weeping Serbian spruce. Hey, I'm not even sure where Serbia is, but I know it's out there.
It's
over
over
there.
Russia.
It's over there somewhere.
Yeah,
It's
in the mountains.
so cute.
It is cute. It's got a weeping habit, but it
then
turns
goes
down
up,
and then it comes
and it has
up.
arms like this on the side that look like little candles.
It does. It's got
for
this
the ornaments
bluish
and the lights.
appearance. It's got green in it. It's got silver in the foliage. It's an absolutely stunner. Absolutely
Is there
stunner.
an image on the
Absolute
website
stunner.
for that?
Oh, I'm sure we could find one. Yeah, we could probably make that have Tyler. Well, that's a Tyler thing.
Tyler, I have a picture.
I
of
can't
it.
make
I'm
that
gonna
happen at all.
airdrop it to you.
But anyway, like I said, Serbia in the name. Picea omorica, very good choice. The Gotelli weeping Serbian spruce as your Christmas tree. I love it. And all these other ones can be Christmas trees
Actually,
as well.
Serbia is fairly close in latitude to Tennessee, if I'm thinking correctly in my brain.
No, you may be correct.
The one thing you
it's
got to
always
remember.
possible.
Yes, it's
You got to
all-
remember though the latitude lines, as you would think, would be like a good
Got the altitude
indicator.
lines.
Got altitude. You've got water. Like if you look at a map, Nashville is very much on the same latitude line as L.A. Totally different.
Yes.
Obvious climate there, but a very similar latitude line. So we can't always go with that.
We kind of crank it up this way because this Serbia is kind of south in the Mediterranean.
I don't know where
area.
Serbia
Yeah,
is. But anyway, the one good thing about the one you chose, though, Caroline, is that it says that it is very much more heat and humidity tolerant.
That's good.
So that's good to know for you next year after you have your Christmas and plant it in the ground.
I will. I'm
So-
so excited.
You know,
Great choice.
Thank
with
you.
respect to the living Christmas tree aspect of it, it's really great to be able to choose things that are not your cookie cutter, tried and not the pyramidal form. To be able to use something that's a bit outside of the box. So I commend Caroline for doing that and promoting that. Hey, in some other time it might have been called a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. But what it shows is that you have horticultural acumen.
There you go.
And, it's not about, you don't have anything to prove to anybody,
No.
okay?
It's your house, your tree, man.
Exactly
That's right.
right. You got a spot in the yard that's going anyway. And with regard to that, just remember to be mindful of how long you have that living tree inside and
wanna break
what,
dormancy, yeah.
what the needs are that they require while they're in the house. So, reduce the amount of time to the minimum. 5 to 7 days is best, actually. And while it's in there, maybe put ice on the root ball, allow that water to melt, and at cold temperature, it helps to assure that.
Check it out.
That's a very nice picture.
Isn't that cute? And it's my height.
That thing's going to hold light so well.
It is, and ornaments.
It's a beautiful.
Is it
I'm
going to
in
fill
love
out
with
to
it.
the top too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow!
There's one more, Joyce. You need to come out and get one.
Joyce, come get you one.
Joyce, we saw her briefly the other day. She ran in and ran out.
Some other nice conifer examples in the background of that picture that were not featured in it, but they're all good. Can you flip back to that for just a second, Tyler? There you go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
babe.
some stuff in the back there.
Blue spruce, dwarf Alberta spruce. We've got some junipers back there. A lot of cool, and with emphasis on cool, because they're very cool weather plants, and pretty much all of
That's
those
gorgeous.
you can plant them in a container and leave them out year round, so they don't have to be moved in and out to protect them. You just need to be mindful of keeping them watered properly when severe cold. And I know that sounds totally counterintuitive to water things before a big freeze, but just have to trust me on that one. It fills air spaces in the soil, and it slows down the speed at which the temperature changes in the soil, and therefore the other direction as well as when it's thawing out.
My mother-in-law had a beautiful Ficus benjamina that it was a wrapped or twisted one that braided
yeah.
that got absolutely huge, and it was too hard to move it in and out of the area. So that became the Christmas tree.
There you go.
I mean, and it was absolutely stunning. You put some little white twinkles on it, and some
There you go.
ornaments, and there you go.
Yep, I'm all about it.
Yep. So cute. I love it. It also just gives me an excuse to buy
Another, yeah,
you
a
go.
exactly.
cool specimen for my yard.
Girl.
All right, let's get to some more questions. We got a live one in from Debbie. Debbie says, good morning. Do you have the cute little poinsettias like last year? I love them. We do, Debbie. If you're talking about the ones in the small little ceramic pots and then they're in a 2-inch pot, We have so many, all different colors. Snowman.
Please come get 'em.
Christmas tree. Yes, please come buy them. And you know what? They're also on sale. So
Wow.
Great gift items.
yeah, they are teacher gifts.
Oh, that's a
hostess
good idea.
gifts, anything, anything you can think of.
Yep.
All right, what culinary plants do you have?
Culinary.
Culinary.
There was a
plants.
call over the radio yesterday, actually, about what kind of herbs we have, and I was actually Celeste, I believe, answered it, or maybe it was Rach that answered it. I can't remember, but either way,
Shout out to both of them.
yeah, shout out,
The rosemary.
just holding it down back there. Definitely have some rosemary. We actually had,
Laurel?
yeah, bay laurel. We had more herbs right now than I thought we did. Actually,
Really?
Yeah.
So we're actually okay on that. Parsley, I know I heard a couple different varieties. I didn't hear thyme. Someone asked about thyme specifically, and I don't think we've got that right now. But obviously, no basil. That's really warm season. But all the perennial like herbs, we kind of have right now.
Got a sage?
We do have some sage, I think.
Cool. I
Yep.
need to replace
So
mine.
we can almost do the Simon
The
and
song.
Garfunkel song.
Yeah.
you know.
So close.
You know what else we have?
What's that, Tyler?
Sweet Bay.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh yeah, bay laurel.
Mhm.
hey, Laurel.
Yeah.
You,
You
you
need some
said
of those-
that.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm
Wonderful
sorry.
It's okay, Tyler.
I was
Pay
adding
attention,
text.
boy.
My bad.
There
You're
you go.
doing stuff. It's all good.
All right. Can I still sow cover crops, or did I miss my window?
Depends on what it is. I think if you're going with like a winter rye, you could still get that down.
It's going to be slow to germinate.
Slow to germinate.
I mean,
yeah.
it may take weeks for it to germinate.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
did this?
but it's
yeah.
going to bust some 60-degree days. We're going to get that. I mean, even in January,
But
we'll
maybe
have-
not in the next week.
No.
Yeah, it's a little.
The good
It's
thing
cold
about it
this
is
week.
the seed will just lie there until it gets warm enough to germinate. So
Exactly. Yeah, what we talk about all the time. I mean, as long as you drop the seed and it stays where it's at, like you're good. It's going to germinate when weather comes, as long as the birds don't get it, Josh.
There you go. What? That was
It's
David.
all good. Oh, is that?
No, what? That wasn't me.
David.
Oh, there it is.
That's me.
That's so crazy.
Uh-huh.
We could have a whole bird noise
Who
section.
let those birds in here?
Yeah, where'd those come from? And then what's your favorite winter sowing method?
The old put it in a bowl and throw it down. I mean, I don't know.
They'll put it in
I was
the bowl and
raised.
throw it down.
So my father, shout out, Dad. Hope you're doing well this morning. He was really all we did when we sowed grass seed. Pour it into a 5-gallon bucket, walk around the yard, grab a handful, and
Sling
throw
it.
I mean, that's really how we did
Watch
it.
the wind and see where it's going.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, we try not to throw it up too much. We try to kind of, throw it where you want it.
You
but
should
that's-
throw one up just to celebrate.
Yeah, exactly. At the end, you throw the last one up to celebrate when you're done sowing.
Grass seed's so expensive now that that's
You wanna put it
probably
wherever.
not the best way. If you get you have one of these little handheld
Oh, yeah.
spreaders, you can get it put down at a lot more accurate rate. Generally speaking, if it's a new seeding area, if it's just bare ground, maybe 5 to 6 pounds per 1,000 square feet, and if it's just overseeding, 1 to 2 pounds is plenty sufficient. The difficult part is if you don't have some way to
Break the
meter
soil.
it or measure it, you might not have any idea about how many pounds per 1,000 square feet you're actually applying. So, but the goal is, if it's bare ground, it's not like you want to see it cover the ground. You don't need that much. As a matter of fact, that can be worse than having too little.
It'll rot.
Because they'll all germinate
Yeah.
and then they start choking each other
Yeah.
out. So
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Don't want to even spread.
We've heard from Colin again.
Hey, call.
Colin says, "Are we going to get our annual Christmas balls display? Christmas balls and ornaments." That's
Maybe,
all you.
Colin, we gotta come up with something out front. We've already got a great little Christmas display, but we don't really have any ornaments yet.
Ornaments
Ornaments.
or Christmas
That's a big-
balls when you couldn't remember what ornaments were.
I know.
For that.
Uh-huh. That did happen, Colin.
yeah, Colin
We'll
has
work
a
on
great
that.
memory.
He does.
for those
really
kind of
does.
things,
Uh-huh.
doesn't he?
Maybe
Yeah.
he keeps a notebook where he writes down all the things that he wants to say on the
Austinisms.
show.
Yeah, maybe that. Colin, bring us
Austinism.
a bag of Christmas balls.
Chris, yeah. Stop by and say hi.
We'll be here all day.
Come look at my Christmas tree that I'm buying
Yeah,
today.
we need to throw some Christmas balls on that thing.
We do.
There you go.
Don't break anything.
I'm not promising.
I'll be mad at you.
Uh-huh.
All right, Anne, what are your favorite privacy trees that strike a balance between function and beauty? I got choked up on
you
that.
did. My personal favorite for around here is going to be our native junipers, Junipers virginiana. One, actually, there's a lot of junipers that they're beautiful to me, but they're They're not like a Caroline's weeping tree. You know, they're not like that all that much, but they serve a function very, very well. And honestly, as they age, they look good. There is a different species of juniper that we sell here, and it's a chinensis, so it just means from China. And that's going to be Hollywood juniper. That is a very interesting plant.
It has arms
Yes,
on it.
very much
Also known
architectural.
as the Hollywood twisted juniper.
Yes,
Is there
exactly.
one called folly out there?
Folly?
Like folly.
You can call it
yellow.
that.
I call it, but it's going to be green in the summer. It's got a beautiful glowing yellow shade to it.
Okay,
right
I
now.
think you're talking about an arborvitae.
Arborvitae.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is a fine choice too. I
Yeah,
mean,
because Green Giant is probably the definitive for large screening plant.
mhm,
It's really hard to beat because they grow fast, they get huge,
mhm.
and they will make an effective barrier visually or and greatly reduce sound penetration if you're like near a busy highway or whatever.
Mhm.
Well, I'm not a real fan of mono cultures in this situation. Mix it up, folks. There's all kinds of different things.
Well,
you can-
and you got to take some consideration as to what are the range of growth habits
Yeah.
and speeds within those things. So
Mhm.
I would suggest, you get, Austin's ear over there and say, hey, I'm thinking about this and this and this, and, try to figure it out. You know what? And
a green
you can-
giant in a tall, skinny backyard, probably not going to be your best choice.
Yeah.
no, but you know what your best choice is come out to Bates Nursery
There
and
it's
Garden
the
Center.
best choice.
And not only can you have access to Austin,
Mhm.
Adam Chapman, the general manager, Kinsey, glad to have him back this week.
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome
Dylan.
back, Kinsey.
The
Steve.
old reliable, when heavy emphasis on old. He's older than I am, which means he's old. Steve, no, Celia is off
Mhm.
right now.
She down in Florida.
She's in Florida, which
Lucky.
makes good sense.
That's good.
So
time to be
anyway, no matter who you contact with out here at Bates Nursery, even all of the aforementioned names in the perennial area, we pride ourselves on horticultural excellence. This is all we do. We're here about educating you on the plants we have, making suggestions that are applicable to your specific landscape situation, and to help you to have the best things to go with those plants as far as soil preparation to give you the absolute best chance for success. That part of that process is the use of Earth Mix Garden products. We're very proud of that product line, and we're happy to offer the entire line to all of our customers, whether you want it in a bag, a super sack, or by the scoop. We have all of those available here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center. And we invite you to come out and see us, even though we're in that transition period. I'd say by this time next week, we're going to have gotten things mostly indoors by that. But wouldn't you say, Austin?
Oh, yeah.
Because we had to spend some time in cleaning the floor, and that by necessity means that you've got to it's got to be void for a little bit of time. This just happens to be that weekend. So come on out and see us. If you go back into the what is the annual area during the spring season, it's loaded up with plants back there, all on benches. You don't have to even bend over; they're right up there to you. So come on out, check them out. Bring your pictures of the area that you're working on with your smartphone or tablet, and our landscape professionals will help you to get the right plants in the right place the first time, because that's just the way we do it here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center, where we've been beautifying Nashville since 1932.
Long time.
And they're coming up on 94 years. I have been reading the book 1929, and I highly recommend that if you're a historical, it's not fiction, it's a historical story about the Great Depression,
Oof.
the stock market crash, and all that. It's not what I would call it altogether uplifting, but sometimes
Not
we need-
story time, David Bates? No?
It's I can't stop reading it. It's
Okay.
just I'm 30 chapters in, so
Fascinating.
I had to stop and come do this program. So anyway, we've been around a while. We're really grateful to be a part of the Nashville community, and we appreciate you supporting us in that effort by helping us to be your go-to source for everything in your gardening world. Bates Nursery and Garden Center. We're located 1 mile north of Briley Parkway at exit 19 on Whites Creek Pike, which is just minutes from Rivergate, Opry Mills, Nashville West, downtown Nashville. And no matter where you're coming from, it's worth the drive from anywhere. Check out our website, batesnursery.com, for our entire information. We also are doing our Cyber Sunday discount. So you can shop on Sundays and get a discount on across the board. All the details are right there. Check it out. And of course, our in-store sale going on this week is, tell me again exact details. I don't know why I always forget.
25% off everything except Japanese maples.
Yep.
All plants.
All plants.
Yeah, not like tools or pottery or things like that. Just all plants, 25%.
The Sunday sale is everything except Japanese maples and gift cards and deliveries. Other than that. So anyway, all the details are out there. Come see us, whether in person or virtually, at batesnursery.com. Bates Nursery and Garden Center, beautifying Nashville since 1932. Thank you for giving us a moment to talk about that.
Very good.
And that's enough out of me.
What's in room with Caroline?
Wow, Tyler's on it this morning.
I hope so.
He's on fire this
Well,
morning.
he got all cleaned up for the show.
He did. Woke him up a little bit. He's ready to go now. Look at him go. He's dancing. Y'all can't see it, but we can. All right. So we will start in the corners. We brought houseplants in today because one, they are included in the sale, which kind of rarely happens, but also we've got some holiday plants mixed in. So in the corners above me and David, I think everybody knows what this is.
How could you not know?
Ficus lyrata, fiddly fig, probably one of the most popular houseplants
And easiest to
ever.
most, probably.
The most.
It might be.
Yeah, it can be easy to kill, but it's because people love them too much.
right.
Ignore your plant, let it
Is
dry
it getting
out,
dry?
leave it alone.
Is it getting dry? Me water it. Don't.
Yeah, just
Let it get dry.
let it be. They can be very easy plants. They really, really do thrive on neglect once you find the right spot for them. Then we've got some Norfolk Island pines. So this is a great little indoor looking Christmas tree. Some folks will come in and want to plant them outside. You can't hear. It will die pretty quickly
I
in
once
our
had
winter.
you were talking about names at Austin. I had somebody called in once upon a time, wanted to know if we had any of those Norway Forcus pines. So, no, that's not quite the name. So
Norway
anyway.
Forcus pine. Kind of like it though. And then we've got lemon lime dracaena. That one is a great one. Great low maintenance plant. We have small ones. We have tall ones. They can go in a corner where you don't get a lot of light and you barely have to water them, which is makes it easy. It's almost like having a fake plant. Then we'll go ahead and go to what we have in front of us on the table and on the floor. So on the floor, we've got some poinsettias. There they are.
Look
Wow.
at that.
You can't really see how big these are.
Yeah, they're monsters.
They are monsters. They're massive. Y'all need to come get some. We
You
have
don't
a lot.
find poinsettias like this like at box stores.
Easily
You don't,
30 inches
no.
tall.
Yeah.
28 to 30 inches
And
tall.
it's not something that you have to throw away. I get that a lot of folks want to get them and then they're done with them, and that's fine. But you can keep it as a house plant. I've had one for a few years. My mom has one that is massive that I saw on Thanksgiving when I was over there. So you can just keep it as a house plant, keep growing it, and it can be happy. And wow, look at that. Look at that detail, Tyler.
Classy
My gosh.
white.
And then if you're wondering what those little ornament looking buds are, Christmas cactus. It's actually Thanksgiving cactus, but they look very, very similar.
They're all zygocactus,
Yep.
which are the same plant. And by the way, shout out to Renee. She was so thrilled. She showed me she's got one that's budding up and blooming in the house that she's had for I don't know how long. But anyway, it's always
blooming.
cool to get one to come into flower. So
is.
it can be done. You do need
Mine
sun.
is budded and blooming at my house too, and I was very excited. So we have a lot of different colors in our Christmas cactus. We've got yellows, we have white, pink, red. Some are budded up. Some are already in full bloom. If you're looking to bring something into your house for a party, we have some that look great right now.
Yeah, that white,
Wait,
gorgeous.
where are we going? Oh, we got, yep, there's
Peachy.
that. It's more of a yellow. Yeah, peachy is a good description of that color. And then we'll go ahead and talk about the cyclamen we have on the table. We have two different kinds in here. We have one that's a bigger, larger leaf with a bigger bloom. And then, if we can find it here, Austin, put your hand in those little
Why don't I
ones that
grab
tip
one?
over.
Give him
Yeah,
something
go
to aim
ahead
for.
and
There
grab
you go.
one. Look at these. So if you know Austin, if you've been watching this show for a while, you know he hates blooms that turn down.
Yeah.
But this one has almost a bloom on top, and he is into this. He almost bought a cyclamen, which is
they're
saying
more
a lot.
uplifting, aren't they, Austin?
Yeah.
I mean they celebrate their beauty. They're not ashamed of it.
They're not ashamed of it. But these are great. We haven't had this particular type in before, so we were all very excited when we unboxed these. Everyone was like, wow.
2 of those are going home.
Yeah, they're cute.
I know where they're going.
You need those. And then look at that little tiny poinsettia right there. We have all different sizes. So we just looked at those big ones on the ground. We've got this cute pink one. It's a pink Christmas theme this year.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at it go.
And
Look at it
do we
shine.
still have some of the glitter and some of those with the
We do.
multicolored
Yep.
racks on it?
We have
What's the
all
little
different
baby
kinds.
ones? I know there's a bunch of those back there.
We have, all the little baby ones. Then we'll go ahead and move towards our feature plant, but we're not quite there just yet. We've got candy cane kalanchoe. So if you're looking at the succulent looking plant with the little red blooms, look at the variegation on that leaf. All of the Christmas colors are right there in one plant. What more could you want?
Sometimes known as kalanchoe.
Yep, you can say it either way. But that's a great one. Easy, low maintenance. It will actually keep reblooming once it blooms out. You can just cut those buds, those spent blooms off, and it will reflush. And then, Tyler, if you want to start slowly panning up, let's talk about our feature plant. We've got the Albo Syngonium. So during the pandemic and a little bit after, this was a very sought after plant. It was really, really expensive to buy just to get a little cutting. Look how big this one we have is. Look at the variegation on those leaves.
Did we ever have to protect them to keep people from coming out?
We
and
keep them in a
robbing?
glass box. Just kidding. They actually have gone way down in price. This
Air
is
tags.
this is $30. Plus you could get that
Wow.
25% off discount.
You would pay that much for just one little rooted cutting.
You pay way more.
Oh, it was crazy
way,
for a
way
minute.
more.
Now, talk about the stick in the middle.
So that is a moss pole, or
Yes.
called a moss pole, that has coconut core on it, or coconut liner. But over time, the roots, the aerial roots, that will attach to that, and it will grow up, and the leaves will get bigger when it's supporting itself.
And you won't see the pole at all.
And you won't see the pole at all. But this would be a really, really great gift if you're looking to get something for someone who's into plants or getting into house plants. It's pretty easy to grow. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. It's already set up on that moss pole and ready to go. You just have to get a little ceramic pot to just drop it in. You don't even need to repot it. Just set it in something a little bit more decorative.
And the moss pole's included in the price,
Yes, it is.
folks.
And the pot,
That's a deal. No.
the
I
actual-
mean, if you go to buy moss poles, they're not exactly giving them away.
That's true.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So come on down. Get all these things that are on sale.
Great tour.
Thank
Great
you.
tour.
It was really fun to decorate with houseplants
How many
today.
of these
Yeah.
red ones we got? I'm kidding.
How many are you taking home too?
He's taking stock.
At least 2.
All right. So let's go ahead and get to some photos that we received.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
So we got one in from Dina. Dina sent this last week, just after the show. Dina says, "Good morning, Bates team. I sent a photo of our Thanksgiving centerpiece,
Dana.
but I sent it before I could comment."
And that was part of our
Look at
conversation
that.
last week.
That's right. These are turnips that were sprouting in my pantry and getting soft. So I planted them
How
in an
cool
old
is that?
colander and put them out on the front porch for about a week, then brought them in before the freeze. They are firming up and I'm considering cooking the greens, then the turnip. Sorry for missing the deadline, Austin. And then
Well,
she
you got to cut
says,
some of the root up to put it in with the greens. Come on, people.
it's true. She says, Rowan says hi.
Oh,
So shout out to Rowan.
rowing that boat. And Dana, this is phenomenal.
love
Like,
that.
I am so happy with this. When I saw it, and you didn't miss any deadline. You did. If you did that, like, that is so creative to do that in a little cute pot, like, and the greens coming up. Like, I can't.
Look at the chairs.
The chairs. I mean,
Everything is color
It matches
chromatic.
the chairs. Yeah.
it is fantastic. That it is an excellent display. Like, really creative. I love that.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's
dun.
so cute. When I
So
opened
cute.
that email, I was like, look at that.
Yeah, that's really good.
And then our next one comes from Pam.
Hey,
so
Pam.
Pam says she's on the way to the tree farm giggling at y'all's podcast this week. The intro on the podcast was pretty exciting and funny. I listened to it last night on my way home.
Nice.
With all the lights on Austin's porch too. I can't wait to see the pictures from whatever he wore to the Bates Christmas party too.
Oh.
We already got to see that.
No.
And electrical shock, Tyler's Christmas vacation.
It wasn't
reference.
that magical.
No, it wasn't.
It was pretty great. If you had the wig on, it would have completed the look, but you didn't put it on, and that's okay.
I think you would have needed like a spiky wig.
It's
To make
pretty
it- to
spiky.
make it
Like
His
a Guy
mullet wig.
Fieri kind
There
of
we
a
go.
look.
There we go.
Yeah, a
Flashback.
Guy
Again,
Fieri.
Tyler. Really, Tyler? Again. People don't need to see this.
Yes, they do.
You think
they
it's
need
so
to
funny?
see all sides of you.
Profile picture.
Yeah,
There we go.
the slumping view of.
Yeah.
I love it.
I
let's
think you
get-
probably had about a pound of barbecue. At that
I ate a
point.
lot.
Yeah, we
I
were
was-
all pretty dead.
I was fat for 3 hours after that.
We were dead.
I even texted Tyler later on. I was like, I'm still full. It was so good. You
Same
couldn't
here.
stop eating it.
Yeah.
And let's get to her question. So she says, I do have an official question for the show Saturday morning. What kind of hollies get this big? This is where her photo comes in. The flash freeze took them out a few years ago, and I miss my gnomes. I need to replace my hollies.
I remember that picture. That was a very creative idea as well.
And I will say,
love it.
this big is representative of what, maybe 3.5, 4 feet? Or is it that large? It's hard
No,
to tell
I'm saying-
scale.
I'm saying quite big.
Oh, those are
Honestly,
big.
that's-
Looks
Quite
like
a
Those are
closer
pretty
to
big.
8 feet to me.
8 or 9 feet.
Yeah.
My guess.
Yeah, I would at least say that. I mean, and you know, Pam, there's a number of them in the, like kind of the Red Holly series. I guess the Red Beauties, the even Nellie R. Stevens will get
It's
that
a great
big.
choice.
Yeah, Nellie's my
The
favorite.
old, tried and true, reliable.
Yeah, it really is. So, Pam, we got options there. I mean, there's Oak Leaf, Oakland, a number of them that get large. And yes, you need those gnomes back because that's an excellent front yard piece.
We haven't seen you in a minute, Pam.
Come on, Pam.
She's busy working at the Christmas tree farm.
Oh,
which
that's
I
right.
need to go to.
Oh.
I'm going to bring my dog and go visit.
That's right.
She's been making wreaths.
Making wreaths, that's an art.
It is an art. Let me pull back up her email and I can tell you where she's at. Big Sky Farm.
That's right.
All the way out in Montana.
All the way out there. I'm going to put my dog in my car and drive to Montana. Actually, that would be fun. But we do have a few more questions, so let's go ahead and get to them. My pansies are looking leggy. Can I cut them back now or will it injure them?
It's not going to injure them, but you're probably not going to see too much regrowth after you do that. So do know you're going to have to live with that cut. You know, y'all know I'm all about cutting the leg out when it comes to pansies, but this week and next particularly, it is cold and they are not going to shoot new growth. So probably fine to go ahead and get them cut back just because, but you're not going to see a regrowth very
And
quickly.
Cut is a relative term. You
More
know,
of a pinch.
Yeah, it is a pinch.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
a pinch.
So, you know, don't cut your nails for a couple of days and just pinch it out there with a thumbnail. It does a really good job. And you can be more selective. If you're taking hand pruners or shears, you're going to kind of just be willy-nilly cutting everything. So you can be a little more precise. with
Yeah.
a hand pinch.
I agree.
Yes, you can. And James, that is the Albosingonium that you were asking that is on the hot plate spinning around. on the
Colin's
table.
calling dibs.
Well, we have 6 of them. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, maybe
He
maybe
still needs
8.
to call dibs.
Okay.
And the price is actually $39.99 with the discount. I think I misquoted that. So,
Uh-oh.
oh no, but you
Yeah.
still get that 25% off. Still a steal. Still a steal. Hard to say. All right. Are there any herbs or greens that I could start now, or do I need to wait until spring?
Any of the perennial herbs like we talked about earlier, your parsleys, your rosemarys, your lavender. Lavender can be a little wet for lavender, also rosemary. So maybe we wait for spring on that. But like, I mean, thyme, sage, parsley, oregano.
Cilantro, maybe.
It's probably gotten too cold for cilantro.
Yeah.
Now, cilantro does like it cooler. I'll give you that. But it's probably too cold for cilantro now. But yeah, any of those perennial ones you can certainly grow. And you can buy them already up. You don't have to start from seed or anything. Just come get them from us.
Yeah, come say hi.
Yeah.
Come say hi to everybody back in
Hello.
that greenhouse.
Y'all know my
So-
later in the fall, I weed eated my oregano because it was super leggy and up there and done blooming and it
whack
was
it on
ugly.
down.
Yeah, I just weed eated it. Y'all, that oregano is a mass of beautiful, perfect little leaves that are right tight atop of the earth.
Where do you have oregano planted?
Jilly made a little herb bed in the back yard.
gotcha.
And it's there and it's even creeping kind of into the yard a little
Oh, it'll
bit.
take
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and that's an often overlooked method of trimming is just using a string trimmer.
Oh, yeah.
Even your push mower, maybe set it up to the high
Yeah.
setting and just. I've got liriope that I did that for years. Well, back when I was doing it every year, I've kind of given that one up too.
there you go.
So yeah, but you can just mow it. Good thing about it with using a mechanical means like a lawnmower is that it's all the same.
Yes.
It doesn't look, chopped up and erratic.
Yeah.
Bagger helps also to be able to catch those clippings.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. I saw a video from Monrovia where they have their more or less shrub lawnmowers, if you will, and they run them over the bays.
And I have seen those in action.
It's amazing, and everything is cut the exact same, so you just get great uniformity.
it's close to being, manufactured as you can do a growing thing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just cut it on down.
Yep.
I want to plant some dormant perennials. Should I be worried about them staying too wet and rotting during the winter?
That's a great question because there are some that I do actually I would think that it's possible. Like I was saying with
I
the
know
lavender.
Bridget has mentioned a few things like, it's kind of dicey.
Yeah, I mean, I think coneflower comes to mind as something that if it stays too wet, it can get kind of nasty. Now you can amend your soil a little bit. Use some pine fines, use some of our expanded shale product that's going to help out with drainage, especially if you're using lavender. I really recommend that. But for the most part, you're fine to plant dormant perennials.
Yeah, they're going to be A-okay. Is what you're trying to say?
They're
hope
just,
so.
They're just not going to change much
They're not
between
gonna-
now and spring.
Exactly.
It's going to look like it's dead.
You won't
Yeah,
see
pretty much. And y'all, we have a great warranty out here. Like if you plant stuff in the winter and it doesn't wake up in the spring, like we understand that.
we
It
got you
happens
covered.
sometimes. We got you covered. So go ahead and get it in. It's better to get it in now and watch it bloom, when
know.
it's supposed to.
Save some money.
Save some money. 25% off.
Yeah, come on out.
Mm-hmm.
See us, visit.
I've got a photo of something that's not dormant that I saw in East Nashville.
Oh yeah, Tyler, throw that up.
Yeah, without the text.
Oh,
though.
wow. Look at that. That catmint.
That's catmint still blooming in the city, y'all.
Do I see some lamb's ear back there?
Yes,
You do.
you do.
Oh,
No,
hey.
Is that a
And-
commercial
Stop it.
application?
Distillium. Yes, it is a commercial
Distillium.
application. It is quickly, it's not as winter hardy. It did not prove itself in the 2022 winter. So,
Neither did many things.
Lots of things,
And,
yeah.
As I erroneously stated, talking about our some plants in our that we were showing last week, and it's just escaped my mind, the variegated false holly, the
Oh.
The osmanthus.
yeah.
osmanthus. Yeah, they got wiped in 22,
Yeah.
but a lot of things did.
Yes,
So-
Yeah.
definitely. But that's a great picture, Tyler.
rolling the
That
dice
is
there.
wonderful.
Yeah, this was at you said it was commercial, Josh. It's at an establishment called Sabel's in Riverside Village in East Nashville. So this is all of their planting, I think, was done by Habitat, which
Okay.
is they frequent Bates Nursery,
Mm-hmm.
and most, if not all of it, is native or sort of native integrated. So there's a lot of like interesting, like they planted Cleara in here. They have like some redbud and native hydrangeas. So it's really cool to see this bed grow over the years.
Is it enclosed in like a on four sides,
It is, well, this
like a courtyard type of thing?
no, it's wide open.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Very
amazing.
nice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
No
Tyler.
limit other than the imagination.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the maybe there's a little insulating factor from the amount of concrete that's around there.
Had a little passive solar gain there. I got it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
Stay
guess
nice
we're
and
out of
toasty.
time, huh?
We are out of time.
Oh, we are. Look at that. I'm just chatting
this.
away.
Uh-huh.
All right,
That
here's
was
the
the
music.
bonus minutes that
Yep.
we got there. But
That's
okay.
right.
Hey, folks, we're going to appreciate you being here on Saturday morning.
We really do.
We're going to be here next Saturday morning.
We are.
And we'll invite everybody out here to the nursery to see what's going on and watch the progress of
We
what's
got
going
lots going on.
on. Don't forget the West Nashville Art Crawl that's going on today.
WestNashvilleArtCrawl.com.
.com. And for everybody here at Gardening Inside Out, hey, if you like us, like those pages, share those pages, tell everybody out.
Come by and say hello to Renee and I.
There you go. And hey, watch for the podcast on Wednesday. We'll see you next Saturday morning right here from the Green Room Studios here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center. See you then.